Welcome to Something Crunchy. Tyler is homies with Blake. Blake is the older bro of Blair. Blair is married to Tyler, and is a slutty slut.
Welcome to Something Crunchy.
What the hell is crunchy?
Welcome to Something Crunchy.
All right, back in the studio with TJ and all the way Blair. Let's put them up.
Hey,
I love it. I love the reference, but
I thought you might like that. How are we feeling tonight?
feeling good.
If I was any more out of it, I'd be on another dimension.
Oh man, I'm still a little worn out from the Ween and the Ween weekend.
Is over.
It's over. It was fun.
It was a great month, and it was an awesome weekend. It's always
Halloween was interesting.
It's always interesting. It's always fun with the parties and the trick or treating and hanging out with
lots of families
niece.
out hanging out in the front yard.
Yeah,
you get to see a little bit of everything.
And there's a lot of good people watching.
Yeah, it really was.
So good.
Clearly.
Very entertaining.
Yeah.
I mean, it just dove us right into this first segment. We gotta talk about ultimate people watching places.
One of my favorite pastimes.
True.
I'd like to have like a debate. I'd like to get us into even heated agreement at times.
Get hot.
Blair, I know you are an avid professional people watcher.
That makes me sound like such a creeper.
You do like to watch.
I mean, I'm just like in love
You're
with...
a voyeur.
A bit of a voyeur. Turning red over there, Blair.
Yeah.
Definitely called you out on that one.
No, I would just like, I just love sociology. I love people. I love relationships with people. Like, I love watching, like, people watching for me is like the best on like watching like a first date. Like if we're at a restaurant, I'm like, Tyler, we have a first date over here. I need like, what do you think?
First date situation.
It's totally awkward.
What's the breakdown?
Your night becomes their date.
Exactly.
And it's like you become commentators.
Oh yeah.
Stop all conversation. We have a first date
Let's
situation.
take it play by play. Okay. He worked, you could tell, for half an hour on that hairdo, and it still doesn't look right. It doesn't look right.
It doesn't look, he knows it didn't turn out how he wanted it to.
He went out on a limb and he felt right off the edge.
Did he drive or did he call for an Uber?
No, he drove.
For sure.
He definitely went and picked her up. Bad move, though. You can tell from looking at him, he's got the bubble guts. Like, there's something wrong with his tummy. He's nervous.
Good call on the
They're
restaurant.
both-
Bad call on the
tell they're both
order.
nervous.
Bad call on the order.
Yep.
Like, no good.
Oh, it's just like the funnest for me. I mean, just because, you know, I'm always hoping the best for it, but it's just like watching it go down. You're just like, oh my God, anything could happen. You know, someone's going to say something like that. Everyone just acts like a little bit different on a first
Right.
date, and you can just see it from the beginning.
If
I
he's
love
doing
it.
all the talking, the date's probably not going that well.
Yeah.
No, but if she's like leaning across the table,
Ooh, body
she's
language.
laughing. Oh, because
Yeah.
all you're going is body language. So
Right.
like, look at the knees are towards him.
You can tell
She's
by the
showing
body
off some
language that it's a
cleave.
date and that it's a first date. Like, body language will tell you a lot.
She's touching
You know,
his
it's
arm.
Touched my leg.
Awkward smiles, laughing at jokes that
Way
weren't
too
really
much
jokes.
laughing, like way over laughing. It's going well.
First date's pretty good.
That's like my favorite
That's
of
good
people
stuff.
watching.
I
Situation.
prefer last dates myself. You know,
when it's just a train wreck.
it's when the breakup date when it's going
Not
down.
only have I seen some like wild breakup dates, I've been in some wild breakup dates.
Some public
I have
breakup
been,
dates.
yeah, I have been that person that just
At
was
a
like,
restaurant?
yeah, screaming at somebody who was like, yeah,
Oh,
I've
there
been-
was yelling.
yeah,
Fucking
yeah,
done.
That's it.
Oh my God. You know, that's
And I-
usually why you're taken to the restaurant, so that you don't make a scene. It's
That's
like,
not
oh, no.
that's not my style. I'm pretty laid back, but they're
When you're loud, it's usually in like a fun, happy
sure.
way. It's not usually like a yelling
For sure.
way. Oh man,
Tyler, you prefer a high stress situation.
I do.
What's else on your dark list of people watching?
if you got a couple extra hours to kill midday, You got, like a Subway sandwich in your bag and nowhere to eat it.
Where are you headed?
I'm not that much of a germaphobe, so it doesn't really bother me. I used to work in the hospital before, but the ER waiting room is fantastic.
That's a horrible place to eat a
People
sandwich.
watching.
We talked about before, can you imagine like Halloween ER, but just like any normal day in the ER, you're always
Yeah,
wondering
it's awesome.
why everybody's in there, what happened, what everybody's injuries are.
Yeah.
I've spent many an hour in the ER.
Yes, you
Usually on
have.
holidays.
Oh man, have I spent some time in the ER? And there is no question some serious people watching there.
It's always interesting.
That's not where I thought you were going with that. I thought you were gonna say like,
I mean,
I
there's
don't know, something dark. Like,
something even darker than. Well, I mean, there's other places that.
well, no, that was dark.
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe a different flavor of dark. You went medical. I was thinking maybe legal.
Yeah, definitely any state building, any courthouse.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh.
They usually have really nice waiting areas. So just
Now that's a place you could eat a sandwich
definitely, yeah, it's sterile.
for sure.
It's clean.
It's like the worst because I remember even being that person where I'm like, I'm so getting watched right now. Like I'm getting it right. It's so hard when you just go even for like a traffic ticket and you have to go up to the
Yeah.
judge, and I just hate when the judge calls you up and you're like, well, there's 30 people in the room and they're all listening to this, so let's go. And this is one of those situations where my nervous laughs like come in and I know everyone's staring at me and I'm just like, I'm so serious with you. Like I'm 100%, but I'm sorry. I'm laughing so hard because I'm so nervous because everyone knows how stupid I was getting these 5 tickets at this light. It was like when I was like 16 and it's
Yeah.
like you weren't wearing your seatbelt ticket. You didn't know what an insurance card was ticket.
Like the
All those
ER,
things.
I am no stranger to the courtroom. I'm no stranger to the courtroom.
You hear everybody's stories,
and
and
yes,
it's just
I've
like,
I've seen some wild things in court. And yes, when it's it depends on what you're seeing. If you're seeing somebody fight for custody of their kid, that's not good people watching.
Oh, no.
You've seen some cases
see,
in
mine's like
person.
traffic where everyone's like, well,
Traffic
you were parked
tickets.
in this handicap parking lot,
Yeah.
and they're like trying to fight their case, and it's
you
like,
know, small criminal court. That's good stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
different.
Oh, yeah.
That's entertainment. People watch that shit on TV all day long.
Oh yeah.
I think Judge Judy's one of the highest paid TV personalities there are.
For sure.
Yeah, and it's just because she's got the show up there talking about people's, you're basically people watching that show. So, and I'm the guy in the back of the courtroom eating a bag of Sun Chips, just like,
Like I'm just actually in the courtroom.
like, sir, are you waiting for something? I got 45 minutes left of my break, so I was
I'm
just,
waiting to
go back to
finish
work.
my tuna sub. Is what I'm doing.
I just wanted to see what happened with Tiffany real fast,
You get to throw the book at her.
and then I'm out.
Oh, that was good.
Getting good.
That was good. I got a handful
What?
here.
Yeah. What are your favorite people watching spots?
I put a lot of thought into this, and I thought, I've had some awesome jobs over the years. Like I've had
Yeah, you've
a great career
all
of
over the
fun
map.
jobs for sure. And one of them certainly that came to mind. First thing that came to mind was nightclubs.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've worked in nightclubs
Yeah.
for years, bartending, bouncing, doing personal
great.
security.
Everyone's drunk.
Yeah,
and a hot
played on the
mess.
band, and there is nothing quite like the pleasure of watching guys try over and over to hit on girls, hump their legs on the dance floor, and give everything they have into getting laid. It is a spectacle.
Just to be like back
amazing.
watching all of it happen.
If I had a nickel for how many hours that I spent just like having to stand there and watch
people get
people on the
shut
dance
down.
floor
Failed
and get shot down, and
Oh.
man,
Or some surprising one where you're like, wow, that worked.
you right?
Way to
like
go.
wow, like
I don't think I
man.
ever. I did a little stint in the bouncing industry
Yeah.
myself.
Mhm.
I don't think I ever saw a successful pickup. The
Really?
whole time I was there,
Never.
like
It's
random.
a rare sighting.
It's rare.
It's like the snow
For a
leopard.
full
It's extremely
random to, like,
rare sighting.
land a
But
new
I saw
girl.
some. I mean, some of the craziest shit I ever saw was working in nightclubs. I've seen a man get stabbed.
Blake, no.
I remember one time I was like working the door. It was like kind of a wild night, but it was like the end of it, and like 2:30 in the morning, just getting the last of the people out. And I remember like a 6'10" Samoan man carrying over his shoulder a little person who is projectile vomiting approximately 10 plus feet over his shoulder. And that was happening out of the club as I was just like having this vantage point.
Oh
It was just, it's something I'll never forget. Something I'll never forget. So I've seen some crazy things in nightclubs, been a part of some crazy experiences.
Yeah, there's
that was a good
obviously going
one.
to be some good people watching there.
Most would agree with this one. State fairs.
Oh yeah,
That is
Like
like-
any state fair is going to bring out like your finest.
Man, that's a cesspool. And specifically, the State Fair of Texas brings people from because it brings people from many states. And I did look to confirm it is the largest state fair by a large margin. But any state fair will produce a fine variety of people watching.
is it in San Antonio?
No, it's in
No,
Dallas.
It's in Dallas.
Yeah.
Yeah, by the Cotton Bowl.
Fair Park.
Big Tex.
Do they have fishing? They have a fishing derby.
They have everything.
Do they?
They have.
They do have a little bit of everything.
Everything.
But
There's
it
all-
is
there's
huge,
fish and
which means there's
games.
so many people, and we did
One
grow
of the
up
biggest
going
car
there, and it would
shows.
just be,
That's
bring
cool.
out
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah, and we go for the Texas OU
everybody.
game, the Red River Shootout. That was fun. Awesome people watching there, no doubt. A little more stressful situation, like with Tyler's Alley, roller rinks and or ice rinks.
Oh man, people are like falling.
There's something special about getting to
Getting
watch people
hurt.
fall on their ass. And there's always a handful at any
God,
given
you being
time,
one of
myself
them.
included.
Oh,
that
my God, I'm like,
that
just watching
haven't done it
Blake.
in years, or maybe never have.
Open
and,
ice. That I mean, that's
Oh my
just
god, I would
amateur
have
hours.
Oh, yeah.
you on ice.
And it's you I'm going to come buy a soft pretzel for and sit down to watch. Top notch people watching. Best job I ever had. Party boats, people on the lake.
Oh man.
Like nightclubs, I worked on the lake for a few years, working my way up from a dockhand to a party barge captain. One of the best jobs of all time.
Everyone's a hot mess on the lake.
Oh God! And watching a group of people who's been drinking on the lake all day, whether on a party barge or not, is fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
And when you get boats, barges, and jet skis
my
involved, it's like
God.
binge-worthy people watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh. There was times it was stressful, like being
Being in
the sober
charge,
person,
yeah.
and it was like a boat big enough to where,
Everybody's like literally way too beyond
Yeah.
too drunk.
I would
like,
drive this like double-decker party barge, and I couldn't even see what's on the top. And it's this big thing where people stand, and there's all these
Everybody's, like,
tables and stuff. There's a
flying off of
slide
it.
down the back.
That's great.
And I played, Captain,
Ron.
bartender, bouncer, chef at times. Was like be manning the grill if we were parked, and like anchored, and DJ. I had all kinds of duties, being the one person. And sometimes there would be 100 people on this thing. We'd have to go over to like Party Cove and tie up, and there'd be other boats, and it's just a shit show. People jumping off when we're supposed to be in motion, and
Oh my god.
it was a shit show, but still good people watching.
Great people watching
Definitely.
there. Yeah. As soon as you get on the lake, it's like instant vacation.
Oh yeah, I didn't
right?
even think
Whether
about
you're
the
there
lake.
for 6 hours or 6 days. It's
Oh
like,
yeah, and you're
let's-
out in the sun all day, so
Oh, yeah.
everybody's already like
Sun,
extra crazy.
drinking,
Yeah.
vacation mode for a day.
Yeah,
It's
everyone's
wild.
letting loose.
It's wild.
Yeah.
The river's great for that too. Like
Right.
Tubing, we have the Salt River here in Arizona, and people go ham on that river. Like it's a 2.5 hour or like a 4 hour trip. You can get off halfway at 2.5, or you're going the full distance at 4. If you go 4, you don't even realize how drunk you are until you try and get off of your tube and
Trying
get out
to
of the
walk
water.
and your legs
Exactly.
just like "Whir."
Yeah, you feel like you're just sober as the day is long because like
Until you
you're
get up.
moving, but
Yeah.
good luck
Mm-hmm.
getting out of that thing. And usually when it's open, it's about 115 degrees
Right.
outside, and you're so dehydrated you can't walk anyway.
All you've been drinking is alcohol.
I'm glad you mentioned the heat. Mm-hmm. Perfect segue into this next one I got for us. Let's talk about gun shows. Haven't
man.
been to many, but one of those things I had to see and take my little sister to. This has made my list not just for the solid people watching, but also for the people smells, sounds, and other senses the gun show provides for its patrons.
It is an
Joe.
experience.
Blair literally got sick and had to go throw up from the smells.
Really?
Yeah.
that's nasty.
We met people who lived full time in shipping containers and fallout shelters who
Oh,
were
boy.
handing out their literature on how the world was ending, promoting the prepper life. And I mean, these people stink. I don't mean like a little BO. I mean like you put a handful of them in a group of hundreds and it still smells like curdled rat milk in a Phoenix landfill on a day in August.
I don't know what happened, but a mix of all of it, just like...
Our buddy Jeff bought this, like, it was like a bug zapper. Think of a tennis racket.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that, yeah.
But the strings are like a bug zapper.
Yeah, fly zapper.
It was like a giant fly swatter.
Show with.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Asked him about it not long ago.
You got like a cool lighter. You got a bug zapper.
He likes the gun show story.
And I left sick as fuck.
You went in just fine.
Just green.
And you left sick as a dog.
Do you know what's worse? As being just walking around, as being in the bathroom at the gun show.
Ooh, I bet that's a colorful place.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You know, different bathrooms
the
that
city's
you end up being
finest.
sick at. That is not one that you want to be at. I was like, this is a low point in life. And
Not one of my finest moments.
not proud of this right
Okay.
Why is there mud all over everything in here?
Mm-hmm. Let's talk about one of your proudest moments, Blair. Let's talk about cheerleading tournaments.
now.
Let's end on.
That's a fun
this is the
turnaround.
last one on my list. Cheerleading tournaments.
I've never been. Tell me about them.
Scarred for life.
People watching.
Could tell you all about them.
I've been to a dance recital or two.
See,
That
I-
could go a little
oh.
long.
No, this is different. See, I got to go back and practice. I never
Mm.
was like out listening and with all the like crazy people in the auditorium.
No, this
all
is
the
different.
cheer moms and
this
all the
is
families.
different. If it weren't for the top tier people watching at these things, I'd never forgive Blair for participating in the strange, spirited world of elite competitive cheerleading. I had to bro it on no less than a few
boy.
times a year. And the people that come out to these things, other than all the other brothers dragged out to them, are either hyper overcaffeinated, can't stop practicing for the routine, scared to death, still smiling like I've been given drugged cheerleaders, half of which are always crying, no matter if about to perform, just won, just lost.
So many too.
Yeah.
Emotions are all
So
time high
it's
there.
that group,
I love
or
it.
the hyper overcaffeinated, can't stop practicing for the routine, scared to death, still smiling like I've been given drugs, cheer moms, who are also half crying as well.
Oh my god.
And there
poor
is
Blair.
nothing quite like a crazy cheer mom, and they are in a category of their own, atop
so
the pyramid
funny.
of amazing people watching.
Oh, my poor family just didn't even think about what y'all were going
It was
through
worth
on
it.
the
Hey,
other
we saw
side.
you win a national, not a state championship, a national championship for competitive cheerleading. That was awesome. That was really cool seeing
Well, I
like you
appreciate
win that.
you
That
being
was
there
worth
for those
it.
moments.
I mean,
But
went
how
to a
many
lot
times
of
you
them.
had to hear those like whoopsh, whoopsh,
Oh my
5,
God, the
6,
music.
7, 8.
And now, get it? 1, 2, 3.
Oh, and every like 5-second clip of like any 80s, 90s song at the time. It was just.
If
a
you could get
lot.
a pizza delivered there, I could definitely people watch.
And these poor girls, and they start from so little, and they just have this makeup blasted onto their face. They're scared
painted.
shitless. Their moms are they've scared the life
tight
into them.
Eyelids open.
You be happy out there.
Okay,
Put a
like
damn smile
the best way I could think of it, if you've seen Mean Girls, and at the end when they're doing the little routine in the 4 like sexy Santa outfits,
Oh my
and
The
Amy
moms, like-
Poehler is in the aisle like doing
With the camera
like doing the
dancing.
routine with them.
Imagine
every
an
mom.
auditorium
Imagine
of them.
an auditorium of those.
Oh my god.
Oh
Just doing
my
the whole
God.
cheer and screaming with the girls, like
You're
full
seeing camera
intensity.
flashes like you were at the Olympics. And, and the music will just give you a headache for days. You leave there feeling like
Blake
stunned.
literally got sick at a cheerleading competition.
San Antonio
He did.
laying in the
He had
back
to
of an
finish it
expedition.
in the back of the car. Sick. Who knew?
Oh, good people watching. That was fun stuff.
That's good stuff.
With that said, let's take a break.
Enjoying something crunchy? Follow us on social media and tweet us your comments and questions at crunch_cast. We encourage you to participate and thank you for listening.
And we're back. That was fun. I love people
That's
watching.
really funny.
That was a good segment.
Yeah.
So fun.
It turned out well. We forgot concerts, by the way. That's solid people watching.
How did we forget about concerts?
It depends on the concert, but
Oh, man, that's been some of,
concerts will
like,
provide some
depends
solid
on
people
the
watching.
People watching though.
That just needed to be added.
It does need to be mentioned.
Well, speaking of people watching, I'm excited about this.
I'm pretty jazzed about it right now.
I feel like Tyler has something really special. For
Yeah,
us.
I put something together for you guys. I think you're gonna like it.
Yeah, I think I'm going to turn it over to Tyler with a new segment called
What'd you do, man? What'd you do? What'd you do? What'd you do, man?
What'd you do?
So stoked. In this next bit here, I got a series of mugshots for you guys to take a look at. Okay, I'm gonna show you the mugshot. I'm gonna let you
I love it.
toss it back and forth for a couple of minutes, and then I want you
I love
both
it.
to give me your guesses on what they did to get themselves thrown into the slammer.
Okay. What'd you do?
What'd you do, man?
What'd you do?
So you're going to show us a mugshot. We got to guess what they did.
Okay.
This is great.
I'm
All right,
excited.
Blair, we're going to have to be descriptive here.
This
Okay.
is people watching to a T. You basically get to judge them yourself.
So we're judging a book by its cover, essentially.
Completely.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm going to tell you how close
I'm okay
you
with
were
doing
to
that.
it. Yeah.
I'm
you
okay
know,
with doing that. This is shameless.
We'll see how good.
Start with this gentleman right here.
Okay. This
Okay.
is a young Caucasian fellow.
His hair looks like
He has an interesting
Lloyd
haircut
Christmas
right away.
from Dumb and Dumber.
A bit of a bowl
There's
cut.
something in the back, but there's definitely bangs on the front. And he's
Are those
skinny.
bruises all around his neck?
It's either tattoos. It looks like tattoos.
No, they're
of
like
kisses.
hickeys, but like
No, those are tattoos.
those are hickeys.
Those are tattoos
hickey
all over his
bruises
neck.
that are like the most intense.
I'd say he was about
hickeys I've ever seen.
23 years old, and I'm gonna say he was in there. This is tough.
What'd you do?
What'd you do, man?
Arson?
Blair's going arson. He does look a little arsenic.
I don't know.
Did him and his girlfriend like just go on like this
It doesn't
hot
sc-
rager and blow the place down?
It
On a
doesn't
burning
scream
spree?
money laundering.
No, it does not. This is not the gentleman that you would think is going to defraud you in any way.
No,
Maybe theft.
I'm either theft or possession. I'm gonna go.
yeah.
I'll go possession with intent to distribute.
Ooh, that's a good one. Blair?
Potential arson.
Blair's going arson.
Possession.
This gentleman, we'll leave him nameless, is 18 years old.
Ooh.
He was arrested and charged in 2017 with criminal trespassing and unlawful transaction with a minor.
Ooh.
Oh
Okay.
no.
Hence the hickeys.
Oh, my
no!
gosh,
So they
no.
are hickeys and not
They're
tattoos.
definitely hickeys.
I knew it.
And he got them from a minor.
oh no.
I mean, was thinking something with a minor because he did look young. I don't know. That was a good one.
The hickeys are a dead giveaway.
That
but,
was-
Oh, man.
I can't believe
Basically,
those are hickeys.
Yeah.
I've had.
No, this isn't just 1, 2, 3. This is like 35 wrapped around his entire
Yes,
neck.
thank you.
Separate.
I'm glad you said that.
Not just,
I've had some
yeah.
like outrageous hickeys, like been stared at on an airplane after like a
No.
wild weekend with too many hickeys, and like was literally stared at. And
No, someone
this
was trying to get every
on a whole. This was 5
spot
levels above
on
that.
his neck.
his
like,
entire neck is covered.
I
There's
thought
got to be
I thought
30.
I thought he had a full neck tattoo. I mean, you're a little closer, Blair. You definitely saw that was like hickeys. Wow.
In this one, how about this young lady?
Those eyes. Okay.
This
Those
young
eyes. I
lady
can't
right
even
here.
don't look,
Okay.
I can't even look him directly in the
This
eyes.
is scary. This
okay,
is okay.
this gal.
This is
Okay,
a
first
this is
off,
a,
the lashes.
This is a
We've got
black
some-
woman in her 60s, maybe 50s or 60s.
Those lashes. Okay,
She
so
has-
one of them is
she has
like
huge
they're making
eyes.
her whole eyes just like do this whole.
She
look
has
here.
huge eyes, but one of them is like
You
closed,
know when
and
your
one of them
lashes
is
like
wide
glue
open.
gets stuck to your eyelid up top, so the lashes are going just straight up, and then the other one's kind of like heavy, and it's like half on your eye, so it's like way low and like just dragged down.
This woman
like,
is terrifying. This
Oh,
woman
what did she
is
do?
terrifying.
What do you think?
I'm going embezzlement.
forgery.
No, I'm
Forgery is a good guess.
I'm
gonna go
gonna
forgery.
I'm gonna go solicitation or
She looks shifty.
double. I'm thinking maybe possession because she.
aggravated assault. Those lashes
There's-
got in a fight with someone today. I don't know if it
that's
was
a good
her
call, Blair.
or
There's drugs.
did she just get
there's
bitch
drugs,
slapped
There's
in the
drugs
lash?
involved one way or the other. You're going assault.
I mean,
I'll go solicitation with intent to make money for drugs.
Blair wins. This woman has been arrested
Oh, Blair, nicely done.
after she reportedly poured hot grease on another person during an argument.
I knew those lashes went through an
Nicely
experience.
done, Blair.
Oh.
I'm really impressed that you got that. Like, wow, that was, man. She
Like, I can't judge
She
what
did
guys
look.
can-
She did look a little beat up.
Oh.
She did.
Context
she did,
clues,
She did,
you know, you just gotta.
She looked a little beat up. Nice one, Tyler.
How about this gentleman here? You might
Okay.
have
Is that
recognized him from
Screech?
such
That
TV shows
is-
as Saved by the Bell.
Is that Samuel Screech Powers?
What did
It sure
he
is.
do?
Dustin Diamond.
Dustin. Oh, he got in trouble for something with a minor, I think, and drugs.
Well, he might have other mugshots, but
That-
this was from 2015. So
He's looking a little heavy there. I mean, he's beefy. And
So he
he's
clearly
got
wasn't on
he's
a
got
huge
buzz
drug
cut.
binge at the time.
Wow. Okay, celebrity mugshot. What did Screech do, Blair?
Robbery? I mean, vandalism?
could be the same thing, you know. I haven't. There might be two like crimes on here.
Tax evasion?
It's a good one.
Yeah, maybe a tax situation.
I'll go tax evasion.
Yeah,
Lots of celebrities have some trouble paying their taxes.
tax fraud, something like that.
Incorrect, both of you. He stabbed a guy in Wisconsin.
That's right. I forgot about that. Screech stabbed a guy.
Stop.
Stabbed a dude in Wisconsin. He got sentenced to 4 months.
What?
He did 3.
Wow.
Did 3.
Oh, when did Screech stab someone?
Samuel.
Where was I when Screech stabbed somebody?
Do you remember where you were when Screech stabbed someone in Wisconsin?
Man, 2015?
Wow.
How about this gentleman here?
Crazy.
Oh.
He looks like bitter beer face.
This looks like a Halloween mask from
Exactly how I have him described on my list here.
Okay, so
He
this
just
is
took a shot of something.
an older Caucasian gentleman. I'd say 60s. He's rough.
He looks like Jack
It
Nicholson.
looks like he has eyebrows either painted
Drank.
or tattooed on, and he's got like serious bitter beer
Yeah,
face.
he drank just like way too much.
Beard, like it's got a pretty trimmed beard and mustache, but this
Okay.
hair is out of control. I don't know if it's a
Oh.
mullet. It's like down past his.
He looks
chest.
well kept for
That's
a
some
very
indecent
strange looking
exposure,
fella.
like
For
for sure.
sure. He showed his peen to someone.
He definitely got super
100%.
inappropriate with
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
a lot of people watching.
You guys are both wrong. This gentleman got in trouble for chasing a family member wielding a hatchet.
Oh, that's no
Oh,
surprise at all.
yeah, he
as
definitely
as
had a
soon as
hatchet
you said it, I'm
involved.
like,
Of course, he had to have shit.
obviously the hatchet.
Why did we? Totally should have seen.
So
that
he
coming.
like went. So I married an axe murderer.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
That was
Wow.
Pretty good, right?
You threw-
What'd you do, man? How about this guy?
What'd you do?
That face.
If you saw,
Okay.
if you got thrown in the clink for a night, you know, you got too rowdy at the bar, and they said you
Yeah.
got to go sleep it off, and this dude was sitting next to you.
This looks like
This
What do you
guy's
think
probably
you did?
this guy looks
hilarious.
like
He was
Nick
just drunk.
This guy looks like Nick Cannon's like
Younger
cousin
brother. Yeah.
or younger brother.
I bet he just got too drunk.
The face
and,
he's
like,
making for his mugshot is priceless.
Yeah.
He's got this like giant
Cheesy
smile.
smile.
He's showing all teeth, both up and down. His eyes are wide open. It's like he's doing a cheesy grin. It's
Yeah.
like someone's. It's like
he looks like a mathlete.
He's
it's-
taking a school pic. He just took like a bad school picture.
It's a school picture, not a mugshot. You're
Yeah.
exactly right. And
What'd you do?
and I'd say he looks. I mean, 20,
Oh, man.
21.
I'm gonna say he got drunk at a bar. and
Disorderly
just-
conduct, maybe. I don't know.
Like
No.
I'm
peeing,
going
peeing in public or something like
Maybe.
racketeering, RICO case for sure.
that. Racketeer.
It's either that or cyberbullying.
I was thinking something
Ooh.
with computers.
Yeah, he could be a cyberbully.
You gonna go computer crime, Blair?
No, I'm gonna go like something drunk at a bar and did like.
I think I'm. That's kind of what I'm feeling too. Disorderly conduct.
Yeah, he just said something
so
wrong.
he
to
was the
someone.
wrong
He got
place,
too
wrong
drunk
time.
And, like,
He
that-
looks pretty innocent. I'm
Yeah,
saying
he
wrong
does.
place,
He looks like
wrong
this is the
time.
first time he ever got drunk, and
Tyler,
like his friends got him too
He
wasted.
did something
and
awful,
said,
didn't he?
This
Tell me
young
it wasn't.
man.
Tell me it wasn't with children. Just I don't want to hear anything children involved with this guy.
No kids involved.
That's good to hear. Let's keep going.
This young man is 24 years old, was arrested and charged with first-degree attempted murder in 2017.
Oh, God.
After a botched armed robbery, according to the local news.
So robbery
Oh,
and
so
murder.
those
Okay, remember
that innocence is really just crazy.
Now he looks
Grin.
insane.
Now that grin just turned like total. Now he
Remember
creeps
when
me
we
out.
went, like, he was like, oh, he looks kind of innocent,
like
like a
so
little
friendly.
wrong
Like, I
place,
totally
wrong
would have
time.
hung out
He
with
tried
him
to
at the
kill
bar.
someone.
Oh
Now I'm like freaked out.
my gosh.
That was terrifying.
Shot 2 guys in the ass.
Oh, whoa.
One of them dead. How about this young man here? You might
Bruno
have
Mars?
seen him before.
Is that Bruno Mars? It is Bruno Mars.
America's sweetheart, Bruno Mars.
Bruno Mars.
Wow.
Mugshot?
What did Bruno get arrested for?
Man.
Maybe a Dewey.
He looks like he likes to party. A Dewey.
You think, yeah, it was just like a little possession?
I mean, it wasn't like telemarketing fraud, so I'm thinking like either maybe he got in a fight. I'll go assault,
You think he
battery
just got
or
in a
assault.
fight?
Like
It's a good call.
Maybe he was a prostitute.
I'm thinking fight. Ooh,
Yeah.
prostitution.
I'm going to call that he was a prostitute
Just
before
wasn't making
they just
ends
discovered his
meet.
beautiful voice.
I'm gonna say fight.
Bruno Mars got in trouble for cocaine.
Cocaine?
Ooh, it was drugs.
Wow.
Yeah, he got busted for coke
America's sweetheart.
in Vegas
Cocaine?
at the Hard Rock Hotel.
Vegas.
You mean a giant pop star got busted for drugs? Like,
In Vegas?
Blair,
Oh
why,
my God.
Why didn't we see that coming?
Yeah,
Like,
I
that was-
mean,
I thought it was legal for pop stars to do drugs in Vegas.
I thought it was legal for everyone to do drugs.
Well, yeah.
They welcome it, really.
You're
Drugs
saying
aren't
it's
legal in
illegal?
Vegas? They should make it harder to get. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Man.
What'd you do, man?
Oh my God.
Whoa.
Is that woman alive?
This young lady
Those eyes.
got in trouble with the law. What do you think she did?
Oh my God. This looks like
Okay.
something you'd see at a haunted house.
No,
she
she
has
looks
short
like
hair.
this is a Halloween costume.
This is a heroin addict.
yeah,
Or a
there's
meth addict.
Definitely drugs involved. Those eyes are those.
What are those
real?
eyes? She looks.
She could be missing an eye or two.
She's like
They're
skinny,
like so light.
pale
They
white,
look like ghostly white. She
pale
obviously
white.
has
Something's
done so many
weird
drugs
with her
the,
eyes.
the
It looks.
face
It's meth.
situation.
It's
She's
meth.
been picking her face a lot.
I'm going.
like-
I'm
Lots of
going.
picking.
I'm going back to prostitution.
Oh, she definitely has been
solicitation,
on the
prostitution
streets.
for sure.
With
Yeah.
a face like that.
Yeah.
With intent to buy a lot of meth.
You guys are-
Potentially starting a pyramid scheme.
She's busting up her pyramid schemes for sure.
she's got a new super fruit that will make you sleep better and poop better.
Screams.
Selling vitamins on the
yeah,
street.
extortion for sure.
Definitely arrested amongst 10 other people in connection with suspected prostitution ring.
Wow.
Yeah,
yeah.
nailed it.
Yeah.
Finally, I got one.
Oh man.
That's like the first one I got.
You might be able to be a customer service agent somewhere with a face like that. Just something over the phones. It might be good for her.
Oh,
Easy on the drugs.
that was rough. You knew drugs were involved.
You definitely can just
100%
see the
there.
drugs all over her face.
Okay, that's Christian Slater.
This young man is back in the
Okay.
That is
A
that is
young-
limelight again.
That's a
A young
young
Christian
that's a young
Slater.
Christian Slater. I think he's been slammed up a couple times, but
In 1989,
Child porn?
okay.
Christian Slater.
Child abuse. Are we going child, Blair?
I don't know. That was just
Child-
like an initial thought, but
Child abandonment. No, it's got to be drugs. He's got the old
well,
Bruno
now that
Mars
we're going celebrity,
cocaine
it's like
thing.
drugs kind of usually go hand in hand, right?
Well,
Unless he like
no,
got
it was
drunk
something
and then stole
wild.
a car.
It was something
and, like,
wild.
Went on a joyride or something.
I don't know. I'll go conservative. I'll say DUI. You can.
Yeah, I'll say he
Go
like
child
stole a
porn.
car and went for a joyride after his child porn
Okay.
bust.
We're combining child porn with Dewey.
Well,
and maybe stealing a car.
You guys might be onto something that I don't know about here, but basically in 1989, he wrecked his car into a pole, ran away from the cops, and got caught.
Oh.
Evading
Crazy.
police, driving under
Yeah.
the
The
influence,
car.
You like
I called it.
and assault with a deadly weapon.
was like
Totally
really
called
close
it.
to that. Like, good job, Blair. Well done.
Nailed
Good
it.
job, Blair. You know your celebrity gossip.
I actually like know nothing about Christian Slater except for Mr. Robot, and that's like about it.
What'd you do? My God.
okay.
Okay. This is an Asian man probably between 40 and 60. It's hard to tell because his whole face and neck are covered in tattoos.
Are really tough
Shaved
to figure
head,
out what's
his
going on
whole
here.
face and neck are covered in tattoos.
So it looks like they tattooed a hairdo.
Even
like,
his lips are tattooed black. Like this guy's whole face is tattooed.
tattoo curls like all over the head.
It's got to be.
bald head.
I believe over his lip it
Gucci.
says "Speak no evil."
Oh my god, for
He's
sure.
got Gucci in bold print.
Yeah, it does. I didn't even see
under
that.
his tattooed hairline.
I'm going with identity theft.
Oh,
That's a good call.
identity theft.
He's gonna
Because
need
he
it.
clearly.
You're Abe Froman, the Sausage King of Chicago.
I don't know.
That's
I
me.
think I'm gonna say indecent exposure on this one.
Ooh,
That Gucci,
I don't know.
Show
I
off
thought that for a
something.
second, maybe something along those lines, but
maybe wire fraud.
Yeah,
Maybe he got like.
I'm going identity theft.
It's a pretty good call. But this young man is a member of the Bloods, known gang member.
How many did he shoot?
Well, he got pulled over, and turns out that he had firearms, tactical gear, and drugs. It really says at his house. He got pulled over,
no
and he had the
surprise.
stuff at his house. So I don't know how the correlation was there.
So they
but
got to his house somehow.
somehow they got him back to his house, and they found some stuff to arrest him on. But
I
he
mean,
got
if
pulled over.
this guy rolled down his window, it's probable cause. You see that guy's face, like,
Yeah.
you'll be like,
I'm gonna say that you're doing something
"Sir,
illegal.
I'm gonna need you to pull over."
Can I see your license and registration, please?
Ooh, okay.
This gentleman here definitely
Okay.
did something to get the absolute
Yeah.
shit
This guy
kicked out of him.
Bruises
got the
around
shit
the
kicked out of
eyes.
him.
He
He-
definitely got hit square in each eye.
White guy in his 40s, short dark hair, bruises all over his
No.
face. Like it looks like
This
this guy got the
guy-
shit kicked out of
This
him.
guy messed with kids. You can just
This
tell.
this
he looks
wasn't
like such a creeper.
he wasn't in a fight. This guy
He's
got
a
the
voyeur.
shit kicked
He was
out
like
of him.
outside somebody's window watching someone change or like doing something super creepy. And then he got
Stalking?
caught
Stalking?
and then he just got like caught. They came out and beat the shit out of him.
I'll go with stalking for 300, Alex.
This gentleman got caught driving around naked with an electronic device around his penis.
That was
I
my
mean,
next
okay,
guest.
indecent
That was like
exposure.
asking people to come over and take a look at his little toy.
Oh,
I
creepy
kn-
as fuck. Knew it.
that was my next guest.
Oh my
driving
gosh.
around naked, like
Gross.
with his cock wired up.
You can just tell.
Obvious. It was like
Oh, he had it written
on the
all
tip
over.
of my tongue, and then I just decided to switch it up at the very end. Damn it.
Ugh.
Okay, what do we got here?
Last one.
Oh,
There's
man.
no way she's of age. This is
Okay,
like
this
a
girl looks 16.
this girl looks 16.
Except
young,
for she has tattoos on her face.
young
so
little
she
blonde
just,
girl,
Just got started in with a
and
gang.
she's smiling. She has like a creepy like smile. This one looks innocent, but the tattoos say
She's way
like,
too happy to be in
she's
jail.
way too happy to be in
Yeah.
jail. She's
It's,
way
it's
too
one of those
happy
kind of
to-
creepy smile.
It's
where
kind of
like,
weird. She's a little familiar.
like, oh my god.
Did you date this girl in the past?
thinking,
Blake?
Yeah, she's in there for conspiracy for sure.
Right. She's young looking. But,
Yeah,
but she's got
it's not a
tattoos all over and
DUI.
like
It's something wicked.
sweet but wicked smile.
Selling bootleg DVDs.
Oh, it's something
No.
in this
crazy. Oh.
prostitution,
Ooh, yeah.
potentially prostitution.
She's young enough to make money at that.
Or
Yeah.
is this like straight murder? Like she's trying to get into the gang and like she got all the tattoos. She's trying to look the part. I'm gonna kill someone so I can get in the gang.
This
Will
isn't
you let
my
me be a
first
part
rodeo.
of it? She's like, am I a part of it?
She-
Jeez.
she either killed someone or screwed someone.
Yeah, I think she definitely killed someone.
This young lady went to the club, had a couple of drinks, and left her baby out in the car.
Oh
my
my.
child abandonment.
Child
Didn't I
abandonment,
say that at one
everybody.
point? Was that her? I said that too.
And then she evaded arrest
That
and
wasn't
yelled
her.
racial slurs at the cops and threw herself against the ground, hurt herself. That's that big old scar on her forehead.
She did that to herself.
Totally did it
Just
to herself.
smashed
and
her
then
face on the ground.
went to jail
Crazy face.
and took
Left
a
her
smiling
In the
mugshot.
car.
Wow.
She smiled while she left her kid in the car. That is
Wow.
awful. While partying at the club.
Tyler, that was a lot of good.
That was
Hope you guys enjoyed it.
That was
good.
I enjoyed some What'd You Do, man?
What'd you do?
That was really good. With that said, let's take a break.
Enjoying something crunchy? Follow us on social media and tweet us your comments and questions at crunch_cast. We encourage you to participate and thank you for listening.
And we're back. Good stuff, Tyler.
Thank you.
Well done.
Take a breath now. That was
Well done.
Oh, that was so
I enjoyed that.
funny.
Thanks, you guys.
Wonderful mugshot.
I say we finish up strong here.
Yeah, let's kick it back.
I'd like to turn it over to Blair because
It's time for Stalgic-X.
what do you got for us, B?
Hit it.
Stalgic-X. Okay, so the future is now.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, sir.
So these
You bet
are.
your fern.
We got some more products and some interesting things here.
Love it.
Stuff that's coming out.
Yeah, some of it's either made or
It's either
about to
out
be
now
made.
or about to be made.
Concept,
For sure.
like it's happening.
Yeah.
I get it. We've done it. We've done it before.
But again, these are all things that I just like. I need it in my life.
For sure.
You know,
We've
some
done it
are
before.
simple, some are more intricate. You know,
Hit me.
but these are all pretty futuristic.
I'm
and,
running
like,
out of stuff that I like want in my life. You know,
Yeah.
there's things that we need.
Holidays
to
are
have every
coming
month.
up.
Sure.
Holidays are coming up, but I don't have anything that I just like. I want that. You know.
I'm already getting Blair the air dog this year.
yeah. And the
Yeah,
light
that-
up lamp.
I know that's on our list.
So excited.
What do you got for us,
All
Blair?
right, so I mean, let me just start off. It's a fridge magnet.
Okay.
Okay, a Recavision fridge magnet.
Big fan of the fridge bags.
So okay, so it's just again something simple that can like add some ease or some entertainment. You can watch movies, listen to music, or podcasts. Catch up on
Nice.
something crunchy while you're
It's a Bluetooth
cooking.
device. It's
So-
like a.
okay, so
it's
keep
a way to make
note-
your refrigerator like one of those cool like videoed like Bluetooth
yeah,
devices
and you can
if
basically
you don't
like
have it.
it's like portable almost too. It has a little screen
That's
where they have
cool.
refrigerators that have a built-in something similar.
Exactly.
To this.
LCD screen.
But if
Yeah.
you don't have that, they have this in a magnet form.
Blair.
You can
Well
actually
done.
connect it wirelessly
That's a
to
yes.
your Vista PC for schedule updates,
Very cool.
media, email, all that stuff.
Very
it has like
cool.
a stylus. You can write notes.
Very
Like
cool.
you know, I love to like write things
You get a-
manually. So
Sign
You
me
like
up
to
for
write
one of those.
everything out first,
It's like a
and then
Post-it.
type it later.
exactly, I love you. I'm a bit
Post-it.
old-fashioned. Okay,
she's a
but it's like a
two-part
virtual
process kinda
Post-it,
gal.
and
Yeah.
I love it.
That's
money.
awesome. And
That's money.
does it tell you when your food goes bad? Like if your milk is sour, does it give
I
you
mean,
the
I
updates
think you
and
can
stuff?
program it to do like most of those things. It's like it's
Yeah.
all notes. So if I put a post-it note that says this is going to go bad
Milk
here,
is sell by December
it'll
19th.
That's
go
cool.
there. And then if we go over, to Blake's house, we
That's
can
cool.
like bring the magnet, or if he wants to check it out.
Throw
Right.
it up on his
That's
fridge
cool.
real quick.
I like that.
Yeah,
How much
so-
is
That's
it?
cool.
Does it say?
No, I don't have price points on these.
I hate when
because
you
it's
ask all
also,
these questions
Is it $1
that
million?
no one's prepared for.
No, I
Tyler
don't think-
always likes to ask. So when's it coming out? Is this one available?
Yeah.
What's it cost?
I'm just
Where
gonna
can you
say
buy it?
overall, it's either out or coming out soon.
Yeah,
And it's-
Tyler.
But I don't
ask
have price points
questions.
on all these.
Okay,
things.
so here's a better question. What would you pay for that, Blake?
Okay, I would pay maybe
$100.
$300.
$300?
Okay.
If it was
If they
like
did all
color
those
LCD,
LCD?
I mean, 250,
Touchscreen.
300, 250.
I would pay $300 for that. Yep.
Yeah.
That's for
okay.
sure.
Well, we'll see.
that's good
Okay, so we love music and
stuff.
loud music at that. There's the sonic chair, and it just has it's like this like half bubble. It's like one of those like
Okay, like egg chair.
I think it's
kind
like
of,
a
eggshell
Space
chair?
Odyssey. It was kind of featured something similar.
Yes, that's cool.
But it has like this amazing sound system. You can connect your computer, your iPad, all your stuff to
Love
it, and
it.
just have this like surround sound chair. So, like I just would love that.
Can
like
you
I
get a
love
couple of
listening
them?
to
You
music
think, and like
so
hook
much.
them up to your
Oh man,
like TV?
Home
I can
theater
imagine.
system?
have like a
That'd be
few
amazing.
together. Oh my god, that's-
Everything's Bluetooth now.
But
like,
to have
I'm
an
sure you
individual
can.
like surrounding where it comes all around you, like oh
That's
my
the
gosh.
future. I'm
Love that.
I've been
Right,
researching
like the future is now. So
I've been
Stalgic-X.
researching theaters, home theaters and stuff, and it's really tough to dial in what you need,
Right.
and what
To
you
have
want.
a chair
And what you're gonna
individually
need
with
soon,
us.
and
if
what-
you had a row of Sonic chairs where all of them had like your own bubble, you could have your own individual experience.
How cool would that be to have individual
the
theater
sound
surround?
is surround. Yeah, it's all around you.
What would you pay for that, Blake? Per chair?
1,200 to 2,000.
Sounds like a very
yeah, I'd say, like,
expensive
a
theater room.
2,500.
Yeah.
You might have 6 tops if you're a really wealthy person.
For sure.
They're probably $1,800 a piece in my book.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Good
Yeah.
call.
Okay, so there is a concept. It's called Flea, and it's a tossable camera. It looks like a
Ooh.
badminton. What is it called? Like a shuttlecock.
A shuttlecock, yes, and
but it's a
badminton.
camera.
Okay.
And it's a different idea of how you can get pictures by tossing it and getting like the, instead of panoramic view, it's just like a
You get an
different
above view?
You get
It's something you
however
throw
the
up?
path, however you throw it. If I'm throwing you,
A pass.
Oh,
basically.
I
path.
see.
It
it's
would
going
be
to
like
get
the
pictures
ball
of
view.
it all the way of its path
That's
coming through to
cool.
you, or say like.
So if it was passed along the crowd, like crowd surfing at a concert, you get like it would
you get the whole
essentially get that
experience
view.
through
The
that.
entire crowd from.
If you were just
Yeah, that's
throwing
awesome.
that around and everybody would catch it and keep throwing it,
I want
you
to.
could have the coolest
That's
concert
cool.
experience.
I want to know. My question for you, Tyler, is if you like prompted that to happen, you were like, "Yes, we're gonna do it." What are the chances of you ever getting
that thing
that
back.
thing back?
So if it came in a 6-pack and it was like went
Just send
straight
it
to
in
the
every direction.
cloud,
Oh, it's
If it could go-
Bluetooth,
if
and
it
all the
could go straight
pictures
to
can
the
be
cloud.
sent to your mobile device.
Done.
perfect.
You're just
So,
investing. You're
amazing.
investing in one
In
like,
real time.
awesome video.
$60 a piece is what I would
Pecan,
pay
so
for
good.
that.
Thank you for
Because it's
inventing the
probably a
Flea.
disposable camera at that point. So I would say 60 bones a piece is what.
It's probably gonna
It's
be.
probably going to be
It's going to
150.
be double that.
Definitely, because they
I'd
think
pay
you're going to
80
get
a
it
piece
back.
if
But
you can
I'm,
get like a
This
get like
is
a faux pack.
awesome.
I'm banking
I want
on never
Flea.
seeing that
Blair,
thing
that's
after I
sweet.
let it go out of my hands.
Good call, Blair.
Wouldn't that be so
Yeah,
fun?
yeah, that's awesome.
Like we love taking pictures and like cool fun
Yeah.
and like an experience like through
That's
the
in
camera.
the yes
For
file
sure.
too.
Oh yeah. So another one would be so fun. So we talk about like a projector screen is a really cool way to like watch movies.
Yes.
This is a portable PC
We're
with
movie
projector. So it's a portable projector.
They have that.
Which they
what
have-
makes
yeah.
this special?
Well, so it is like it's a computer, keyboard, projector, all in
Sweet.
one. And like trade shows in a lot of different places, you have to have like 15 different things. Or
Right.
even if you were going to do a movie, like this is all everything in one. Like
So you could load
you don't have
stuff
to have your
into it,
computer. You don't
basically?
have to
Okay,
have
that's cool.
all your different devices.
You could.
This is everything all
So
in
like the
one.
movies that we like, give back and forth on a flash drive, could you plug that into it and just
I
play
believe
movies
so.
directly off of it?
This says use the back
That's
of an
cool.
airline
Yeah, that's
seat
awesome.
in front of
Okay.
you as a digital display. The
Very
laptop without
cool.
the laptop.
Okay.
Without the laptop.
So
it's-
very portable. More
Yes.
okay, because what they do have is where you're
you
right.
just have
You
it in
need
your
your
hand
computer.
and
You need
plug in.
Yep.
Bam.
Power source.
Yeah, so
like,
it's
to
an
the computer.
all-in-one device. How big it goes different sizes based on how far away you are from.
Yeah, I'm not sure how big it gets, but
Name of your sex tape.
I'm not sure how big it gets. But I mean,
it's a
it's
shower, not a grower.
I think that it could even like on a wall, like if you were like if you were an indoor, like I bet you could still even play a movie off of it, like from a full room, like fill up a living room or wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, super awesome.
Yeah,
sweet.
so that's pretty cool.
I'm into
Thought
it.
that would be fun and something like
For
I love
sure.
anything portable that like
Yeah.
puts all your devices into
Yeah,
one.
I love that. I love anything that works with like your flash drive.
I mean, and another thing that's fun here is
We got lots of stuff on a flash drive.
For sure.
Well,
I
yeah.
live by the flash drive.
well,
Big
and just
wink.
like technology. I mean, so this is a dual screen laptop. So it turns like both of your screens,
Oh,
both
okay.
sides
So
of your
it's
computer into screens.
So-
So you could read like a newspaper or an article as if
and
it
it's
were
touch screen for the
It's
keyboard.
touchscreen on
That's
both
cool.
sides.
So think of a laptop, but as it opened, it's
Yes,
two screens
two
instead of
separate touch
one.
screens.
Yeah, I use a 2-screen monitor system at work when
Cool.
I
Yeah,
have.
it's
I've
laptop.
used dual monitors
So
so
again,
much. That's so
portable,
cool.
and it's like two
Oh,
screen,
that
dual
is so
screen.
Stalgic-X, Blair.
I know.
Very
Just things that,
futurist
like,
now.
you want in your life right now.
Oh, I want that in my life right now.
Full
That's
touchscreen,
so sick.
dual
Don't get the first
screen
generation,
laptops.
but like that.
Yeah, I'm
Right.
gonna maybe
Down
wait
the-
a second,
down
but
the
like I'm
road,
getting one.
that's
It's going to be really expensive when it comes out.
That's
So
eventually, it's all going to be that. I think.
exactly.
Yeah,
that'll
for
be
sure.
the
This is
standard.
like the first start
That
of
looks like
that.
something where you're like, oh, okay, yeah, that's where we're going
If
for
I saw
sure.
someone with this, like just sitting next to me reading the newspaper, I'd be like,
Like,
that is so Stalgic-X of you right now. Where did you get it? Tell me everything.
Jeez, Pete.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, if
That's
they
good,
had like
Blair.
Netflix on one screen and then like a business portfolio on the
On
other
the
screen,
bench, just hanging out outside, be
like-
like, what?
I'd be tapping him on the shoulder. Pardon me, sir.
Yeah. I
The
need to know
hell is
everything.
that?
can I
about
just sit here and watch you Minority Report on that thing for about 5 to 10
Oh my
minutes?
God. So, Blake, speaking of Minority Report, I thought of you for this next
What you got?
product here. So I literally wrote down like Minority Report. It's AirTouch technology, and it's hands-free, virtual, like see-through touch screen. You wear like the glasses.
Oh, it's Minority Report.
And
There's
it
no
projects-
screen. You see it
you
though
see
through the
screen.
glasses.
You see it
So
through the screen.
there's not a screen that you're doing it on.
It's a
It's through the
keyboard
glasses.
display, and you use your finger
Oh
like
my
mid-air
God.
to like
That
touch
is
through
so
full
Minority Report.
Report through.
That's like Ex Machina. That's not like something you could buy. That's awesome.
oh,
It
it's,
looks
like,
a little
happening.
cumbersome, almost like night vision goggles.
It's been developed.
It's like a see-through virtual. It looks like a
Taiwanese
combination of virtual
technology.
reality and
Yeah.
the Google glasses.
Yeah.
That's
So
that's what that
physical
looks like.
contact with the touchpad or keyboard is not required for typing or using commands.
Oh wow!
It probably
Sick.
displays on any surface in front of you a keyboard, and then you can just digitally
You
type
just
it
see
out.
it through the glasses, but nobody else sees the keyboard.
amazing.
You just
It's
get
amazing.
to like touch through. I mean, you probably look like a little like crazy about like I'm Minority Reporting. Like you don't even just let me get.
I would look so intense and
Oh,
make
yeah.
sure that like no matter
I'd
what
be
I'm
so
working
in
on,
it.
you'd think
Dramatic
it's like a
too.
yeah.
Like it's so over dramatic with each movement. Like
In about 19,
It's a government file that I'm looking through.
that reminds me of something that my dad had back in the 90s that just blew my mind.
A 90s style
What
like
was it?
futuristic thing.
Yeah, and it still hasn't really taken off, but
what is that?
if you saw it today, you'd be like, wow, that's cool. And it's been out forever. It's about the size of like it's the tiniest cell phone you've ever seen. Maybe like a electronic cigarette battery. And you put it on the table, hit a button, and it puts an infrared keyboard out on the table that
I've
it's
seen
on.
that.
And
Yeah,
you can
I've
just
definitely
type
seen
away
that.
for your phone.
but they had that like back then.
Yeah, it was back in like the 90s.
I've
and
seen that in the ones that I've tried like didn't work all that well.
They still
It was
I've
inconsistent.
Seen some really
Like,
good ones now. They actually
but
do
now-
some very futuristic
yes.
ones.
Now
Very
now they
Stalgic-X.
have
They
like
got the
one-
technology figured out.
They have like colored screens that will shoot out. They even have
like a
ones.
red
They even have
projection.
ones that you could wear like as a bracelet that will shoot up on your arm, and like they're trying to make cell
so
phones that
crazy.
way.
That's cool.
oh,
So Stalgic.
You would feel so like
It's great that
let me
the-
just see what let me just pull up my screen here on my arm and just type out those tags while you just like oh.
That's good.
they've been monkeying around with this technology for a minute. It's nice that it's like ready to go.
Yeah, for sure.
It's user friendly now.
Yeah.
But that's all. Okay, so something else, Tyler. Like I know that you would love this. Let me introduce you to the cloud sofa.
Wow.
Super
I mean,
comfy.
Floating
It's a
on a cloud.
float. It's a white cloud-looking
Yes.
floating sofa. Okay,
like
so
a
like you've seen,
magnetic-
you've
it's
seen
like
the
an
floating
Arthur
bed.
that has, like,
you've seen the
magnetic
floating
bed.
yes, but it's
Okay.
a sofa like
This
The
is
Russell
the
Brand
cloud
That's
sofa.
movie.
really cool. The
Yeah.
white looks cool.
Designer
Like it doesn't actually look
DKWA.
like a cloud, but it kind of does.
Yeah, it does.
It gives the illusion of floating on their own personal cloud with a magnetic base. Is that like so amazing?
Okay,
And
Tyler,
it just looks like the softest, fluffiest cloud, and it's just nothing
That's-
underneath you.
what would you rather have? Mm-hmm. That fluffy floating sofa right there,
Yeah.
or the egg chair, entertainment center,
Sonic chair.
Sonic chair.
One is cool, the other looks cool. I would take the one
You
that's
take the
like,
Sonic chair.
I would take the one that has more functionality than the one that just looks cool.
You could have a lot of fun in that Sonic chair.
It was an
You'd be
odd-
like full Call of Duty. Like,
It was an
Oh my
obvious
God.
trick question. You have the sofa and then like the 2 club chairs with the Sonic chairs.
Around it.
surround the
Like,
sofa with 2 Sonic chairs.
if you could afford either 2 of those chairs or that sofa, like you can afford the whole set, right?
Yeah.
you might as well just get them.
And
I
the last
mean-
man standing, the low man on the totem pole, gets to sit in the cloud, and everybody else gets surround sound.
Do they float?
Okay, well, speaking of water, so the underwater jet ski.
Love that. We've done one kind of like that,
Yeah.
but this is like a one you ride.
Yeah, this is like allows you to travel on water and then you can just submerge like briefly underneath. It's like futuristic. I mean, you
That-
might wear
wait.
like a special helmet or like
So like
mask that
you're riding and it's half
even
over water,
looks
half
like-
underwater, and you're riding underneath it. Like it looks like you're looking and
It's, like,
doing everything
covered.
underneath it.
it's like covered almost. So it's
That's
It's kind of like you're almost in like a little portal.
what is
Yeah,
this?
it's like
Mateus
a
Kohler.
SR-71 Blackbird,
Yeah.
but it's white and it goes underwater.
Wind energy
cool.
propels the vehicle. Could take the user from swimming to a diving position through the use of intuitive controls.
Ooh,
Movements of the upper body.
I would need intuitive
Steering
controls.
would be through the foot
Can't do that on
rests,
my
which are
own.
connected to the back rudder. So it's all connected with your body and your movements. How it like submerges in it. Like that's pretty.
That's cool.
It's
Pretty crazy.
Okay, I'm into that.
The Nereus.
it's the next level
a
underwater
conceptual.
Segway.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what
it's
it
just
sounds
trying to
like.
make it like simple to just like dip and like go up and through. That's pretty crazy.
Name your sex day.
Get a lot of them, Blair.
Right?
Just heat it up for
I'm just
that.
giving them to
Just
you.
dip and up and through. I was like, oh, don't do it. You already
Just
did
gonna have
one.
to say it.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Man.
Too easy, drill sergeant.
Okay. The grasshopper electric bike.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. So
Very up
it-
Tyler's alley.
it's kind of
he
like
would go
kind of like
zipping
the
on
scooters,
this.
kind of like the electric
It's
scooters, the
foldable.
birds,
Yeah,
and
the-
the
This
lights.
thing
The world's
completely
going
folds.
electric.
Oh, let me see.
That's what's
that.
like awesome
That-
about this
oh,
one. It
wow. So
completely
you can-
folds down and
To
like
the
can
size of,
easily-
like, a briefcase?
where you
It's
could put
pretty
it in a
small.
backpack, pretty much.
That's cool. And you
That's
just
cool,
pop it up.
but it's an
electric bike.
foldable electric bike.
and you could
That's
just
super
like
cool.
zip around on that.
I definitely need that because I find myself from time to time having to go like quarter mile.
You're looking for like the
just
perfect.
gotta
And you,
hoof
and you
it.
just like
you are
would
looking for
love
like
for like
that
a little
perfect
bike.
little transportation that just zips you right through.
So could I
Is
add
the
that to my
grasshopper gonna be
repertoire
it?
of, wallet,
This
phone,
is like award
bank,
winning.
cell
The
phone.
International Bicycle
Bike?
Design Competition. Like this definitely was like a big winner.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, so
Well, those are
I'm like
sweet.
definitely
Blair.
gonna need some of those soon.
Yeah.
Lots of yeses.
Right?
I hope you
like
took
you
notes
didn't even know that you needed
because
it.
I'll be expecting those items for Christmas.
I was just
this year.
Yeah.
Tyler. That like perfectly
I
reads
mean,
my mind.
Tyler's like expecting
which
the
of those,
Sonic chair.
Which of
like,
those stands out the most? Like, what would be
Christmas
what's
morning.
realistically on your Christmas list, and then what's on your like, what's in like your real Christmas
Like,
list?
what do I really want?
Yeah.
Well, I feel like there's still some things to be announced in the next month or so coming out, so I
Yeah.
haven't made my final Christmas list
No,
yet.
I'm talking about what she just went through.
But what she just went through,
Yeah.
the Sonic chair is right up my alley.
I was gonna
Really?
say Tyler's gonna be expecting the
I'm
Sonic chair.
I'm an audiophile. I like
too.
Oh,
crispy
I'm into
tunes.
it. I would sit in that. We would be fighting over the chair.
Yeah, I've
I
had
don't know. That couch is pretty sweet.
many car audios that would blow a lot of people's minds as far as sound
Yeah.
quality.
Likewise.
And
Blair too.
overall bass.
Blair and I
as
both
well.
have had some
There's
earth
just something
shakers.
good about just hearing like just
Mm-hmm.
the best sound system.
Yeah.
Wish you could have heard the Civic. Oh, the Civic.
Nasty.
It's so nasty.
Blair, what was your favorite on the list?
I mean, I'd be just as excited about the Sonic chair. I mean, the fridge magnet was pretty awesome.
That was pretty cool.
I mean, for
I
a
was
fridge
into,
magnet, it
I was
sounds
into
so
the
simple,
camera
but I'm like,
ball, and I was into the fridge
the
magnet.
camera ball.
I
That
think
was
the
actually
fridge
pretty damn
magnet
cool.
could be the best overall for everybody involved.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I mean,
Yeah.
everyone could use like.
If you don't have that fridge yet, like that's a cool.
Yeah,
like,
because instead
that's
of
a
not
cool- that's a
everybody
cool
could
gateway.
go get the huge fridge.
It's a
but you
gateway
could
smart
maybe-
fridge.
You can make yourself a smart fridge for like $500 at that point.
Yeah.
Right.
And those things cost like 3 G's if you're
Yeah.
buying at retail.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that I feel like that's the best overall value
That's
coming
what I'm
up.
thinking.
I'm into that. Well, that was like really good.
Yeah. Job B.
Really good Stalgic-X.
Thanks, y'all.
Yeah. Well, that is another episode of Something Crunchy.
Cheers, everybody.
Yes.
Don't ever forget to live your crunchiest life.
Be crunchy to one another.
Please don't forget to subscribe, like, follow, and all that crunchy good shit. Thank you for listening.
Crunchy.